Welcome to GamePod Studios. This is Nishad,
And this is Vishwajit.
and if you have clicked on this video, you are pretty much here to check if our list of games matches to your list of favorites.
Some of you probably just bought a console because of the lockdown and are here to check out which games you have been missing out on.
We don't know about you, but we find ourselves gaming more than usual as we are bored of binge watching shows on Netflix. Maybe you are experiencing this platform fatigue too.
This has led a lot of us to turn our attention towards experiences where we can connect with our friends and indulge in an immersive experience like exploring virtual worlds. And if we were to trust some sources in the industry, Sony has seen a surge of 5 million PS Plus subscribers in March 2020, which is more than double of what they saw in 2019. Xbox Live has also reported a similar surge.
So without further delay, let's jump right into our top 8 list of games that we think you should be playing during this weird situation that we all find ourselves in. Note that these games aren't ranked in any particular order, so no fighting in the comment section. Number 1, The Last of Us. If you haven't played this last gen masterpiece yet, we envy you. Not only do you get to play one of the best story-driven experiences ever, but you also don't have to wait for the next installment as it releases in a few weeks. It's also the perfect time to revisit The Last of Us because of the atmosphere that the game is set in. It's based in a post-apocalyptic world where a pandemic has spread throughout the world, which makes anyone infected by it into quote-unquote zombies. Also, given the current lack of activity around us, especially for folks living in metro cities, this game should make for a unique playthrough. There's also a neat multiplayer side to it which isn't connected to the base game. It has been remastered for the PS4, which includes the Left Behind DLC, and if you have PS Plus, it was a free monthly game a few months back. If you manage to grab it, then what are you waiting for? Number 2. Casual open world games. If open world sandbox type of games is your thing, then you've definitely heard of Minecraft. It caters to individuals of all ages and can be played solo or with friends. It's also a fun game to play not only for teenagers but also if you're a parent looking to bond with your kid over video games. You can build all sorts of stuff and get your creative juices flowing. No Man's Sky, on the other hand, probably turns a lot of people off, but here is how. There's no denying that Hello Games messed up their launch. They raked in millions with initial sales, and seeing those numbers for the first time, any indie studio could have shut shop and called it a day. We've seen big gaming companies do just that. But they stuck by their game and over the years have made a lot of improvements. While the game still lacks a proper conclusion, there's just so much more to do now, and for a price tag of an indie game, if any game deserves a second chance, then it's No Man's Sky. It also has a decent community now, and it costs under $2,000 on the PS4. You can also grab it for $900 on Steam for PC. Both these games are casual online games where you can chill with your friends and have a magical experience, be it in the depths of the earth or in deep space.
Number 3. Animal Crossing New Horizons. Nintendo's console seller since Breath of the Wild. It came out in March 2020 and it arrived at the most opportune moment. People were struggling to find copies of the game and the Switch because of how quickly they were going off the shelves. Quite possibly one of the few things that sold as much as essential items. It's a social life simulator wherein the in-game time passes the same as real time. You can of course fast forward the time for your character, but where's the fun in that? It's a relaxing game, perfect for the Switch's portability that allows you to pick up and play any time of the day, which can be in between breaks during work or just before bed. The online experience where another player can stay on your island requires some improvements, but it's still a must buy if you have a Switch.
Number 4. Battle Royale games. DayZ started it, H1Z1 evolved it, and PUBG made it viral for the masses. Battle Royale games are all the rage right now, and if you don't play them yourself, you definitely know someone who does. Availability of these games isn't an issue since they can be played on all platforms including mobile. If you're bored with Ludo King and are itching to try something new, then it's the perfect time to make the jump. The latest titles have put their own spin on the battle royale genre, which makes them unique and not feel like a rehashed version of something you might have played before. Be it engaging in tactical warfare in Call of Duty Warzone, hunting across King's Canyon in Apex Legends, or building and flossing on your opponents in Fortnite. It can make for a challenging experience should you wish to climb the competitive ladder with your squad. Go find that ideal drop zone or ditch your team and die in the first 2 minutes. You will surely require effective and precise communication among your squad mates to survive and become the champion. Also, know what the best part is about these games? They are absolutely free, so it shouldn't affect your pocket during the pandemic.
Number 5. Warframe. Another free game, and it wasn't included in the previous list because it belongs to a different genre altogether. Warframe is a looter and shooter similar to Destiny, except it's free and better. Although it is a 7-year-old game, there are still regular updates and the scope of the game has only gotten bigger over the years. Developed by Digital Extremes, it is a labor of love and it shows when you play it. There's also an inspiring story of the sacrifices that the developers had to make to get the game out, from self-publishing to making the free-to-play model work. It's consistently in the top 20 games on Steam with the most concurrent users, and for a game that came out 7 years ago, that's a commendable achievement. It looks stunning visually and the story is brilliant with surprises like you wouldn't believe. The online community of the game is very passionate and there's constant developer communication which we all love.
Now before we move on to the next game, we would like to thank our sponsors for this video. Wait, we actually don't have any. Anyway, moving on. Number 6. Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt. Witcher 3 has become this benchmark open world RPG that every new game of the genre gets compared to. Its vast and engaging open world, interesting characters and storyline along with the music keeps you hooked for hours. I can guarantee that if you search for the game on YouTube, you'll still find some channel talking about why this game is so important and still relevant 5 years on. The expansions also feel like 2 new games, and if you can get your hands on the Game of the Year edition, you'll get the main game with both the expansions. There are deals available as low as 1500 rupees, which we believe is an absolute steal. There's also a new IP by CD Projekt Red, the studios behind Witcher 3, which is coming out in September this year. So The Witcher 3 could also help with your wait for Cyberpunk 2077. Number 7. Uncharted 4. If you love cinematic action pieces, Uncharted 4 gives you the chance to actively immerse yourself as a protagonist in a visually stunning adventure and story of a treasure hunter. We play as Nathan Drake, who is a mix between Indiana Jones and Han Solo, and follow him through many adventures to mysterious places around the world in search of lost cities and treasures. The characters take on a more mature role this time around, and the animation and combat have been greatly improved. Although this particular suggestion specifies the 4th part of the installment as it's graphically the most refined one, we urge you to play its predecessors as well to appreciate the conclusion to the story even more. From finding El Dorado to exploring the lost city of Shambhala to finally searching for a long lost pirate treasure, this series will keep you engaged through and through. What's more, a film adaptation of the series is currently in production. It will serve as a prequel to the games with our very own Spider-Man. Not this one. Yeah, the Marvel Spider-Man, Tom Holland as Nathan Drake, and Mark Wahlberg as Victor Sullivan.
Number 8. Red Dead Redemption 2. This list would be incomplete without a Rockstar title. Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of those few games where you'll find a new little detail every time you play it. Set in the late 1800s, Its vast and beautiful world featuring breathtaking landscapes ranging from snow-capped mountains to lush green forests across different terrains and environments will often make you pause as you explore the world on your horse. That is until you collide with a tree. A lot of care has been put in to make the animation of every movement look just right, and it has spoiled me for sure when I look at the animation of other games. While Rockstar needs to change its mission structure, which has become very generic and repetitive since the early GTA games, the stunning vistas of Wild West America, along with its complex and diverse cast of characters, gives the game almost a cinematic feel.
And that completes our list.
Do you have suggestions of your own? Add them in the comments down below.
And if you do try these games, then tell us about your experience. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.